Welcome back, everybody. It's Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Born on this date, both of these in 1943. Former Alabama Governor Robert Bentley of Columbiana and singer for the R&B group The Temptations, Dennis Edwards of Fairfield. Edwards passed away in 2018. Today we have a mega church pastor stepping down, Mardi Gras underway, and warmer than average weather. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. First, we have terrible news from Dallas County since our last report. AL.com's Carol Robinson reports that 4 teenagers were killed and another was injured in a single vehicle crash Thursday evening on Highway 80 just east of Selma. State troopers investigated the scene and said a Wetumpka 18-year-old was driving a Toyota Avalon that left the road and hit a tree. The driver, 2 19-year-olds, and a 17-year-old were killed. The passengers were from Pike Road, Montgomery, and Selma. Troopers said none of the 5 were wearing seatbelts. Well, longtime senior pastor Chris Hodges is turning over the reins of Alabama's largest congregation. Hodges founded Church of the Highlands in 2001 when the church met in the Mountain Brook High School auditorium. Now, since then, it's grown to 20 branches in Alabama and 2 more in Georgia. And several years ago, the campuses combined to surpass 50,000 in Sunday attendance. The church's main campus is in Irondale. AL.com's Greg Garrison reports that on Sunday, Hodges announced that he'll continue to be chancellor of Highlands College, but will step aside as senior pastor to make room for the Reverend Mark Pettis. Hodges indicated that the church needed a younger leader. Mardi Gras is underway in the Mobile area. The Creux de la Dauphine rolled on Dauphin Island Saturday to open the season, reports AL.com's Lawrence Specker. Now, that season has a long way to go, too. This year, Fat Tuesday doesn't roll around until March 4th. Now, that's around 3 weeks later than last year's. It'll put Joe Cane Day on Sunday, March 2nd. And coming up relatively soon is the Dauphin Island People's Parade this coming Saturday and the Condi Cavaliers February 14th in downtown Mobile. Well, the weekend was so nice it was easy to forget how chilly most of January's been. But if you like above average temperatures in wintertime, your good fortune may hold out for a bit, at least to some degree. According to AL.com weather reporter Lee Morgan, short and longer term forecasts are showing good chances for above average temps through the end of the month. As to whether they're sure about the forecast beyond a week or two, she said, no way. But if you're like me, you'll start fantasizing about putting the long handles back in the storage bin. Don't put them away yet, but you can think about it. And this Wednesday, folks, some of us might even see 80 degrees. And you remember last week, we started looking at the sources of town names. This week, we have a town name that commonly shows up on lists of unusual town names. Arab, Alabama. Now, I've heard people assume that it's a country mispronunciation of Arab, but it's not. A lot of towns got their names from the name given when a post office is registered in that community. Well, the first postmaster of this Marshall County location had a son named Arad, like the city in the Bible, ending in a D. The postmaster attempted to register the office as Arad, but apparently somebody at the Postal Service punched that B, and it showed up in the listings then and now as Arab. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. Until then, come by and see us anytime you want to at al.com.